Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the podcast.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Yeah, it's been a great day.
We hate you because you're not subscribed.
Yeah, exactly. Just so you know, we're gonna do like a bunch of beeps. That's my plan with it. But anyway, so today, you were saying this earlier. It's been a crazy rough day. So I was thinking, okay, what's the best way to handle it? Let's do America's national pastime, which as you called earlier, snacking.
You might have thought it was baseball. It's not. It's the snacking that takes place at the baseball game.
It is the snacking. So we grabbed a couple of our favorites, and we're just gonna go through, do some reviews, and I think we could talk about it and everything. But before we even crack into anything, I just wanted to say this. The lady at the register did whistle.
She whistled.
She did whistle at him, and it was a forceful whistle.
It was a sharp whistle. Like it could break skin.
Yeah.
And you know what? Snacking might not even just be America's pastime. It might be a global pastime.
It really could.
Because think about it anywhere. Like those dudes over in Greece right now, they're eating grapes, hummus, some pita bread.
Yeah.
I bet right now there's some Italians snacking on some noodles. Like,
yeah.
It's
true. But I feel like we do it
Mexico
different.
With some churros.
Like, we do it different because we're not even really eating real stuff.
No, we are eating American,
processed,
crappy, cancer-causing dyes. There's plenty of Red 40 in my food.
We're eating concepts and ideas. That's what we're eating.
I like it. And they're all citrus flavored.
They are. Yeah. So, I guess first we can start with our drink. So, do you want to kick us off?
Sure. I mean, we're both kind of the same, just a little bit of a different flavor. We're rocking, what does Shaun White say? My friend said, I'm talking Mountain Dews, baby.
He was talking Mountain Dews.
And what a guy,
yeah,
by the way, Shaun White.
I know, he is a cool guy. I went with Livewire. So, typically, I would go with, like an energy drink or something, which, I don't know if I told you this or not, but for the month of November, I'm trying to not drink any, because... Brother.
Yeah, I'm not doing the other November challenge, so we're going to have to pick one.
So, yeah, I'm doing like a no... Here, wait, let's see if we can get the sound.
Oh, that was a clean one.
Hopefully that didn't just... It looked like it peaked the audio. But...
You're going to have to do the Shia LaBeouf edit right there.
Yeah, so usually I would go with like an energy drink or something like that because that's like my go-to, but I'm trying to... I don't want to give up caffeine, but I want to just consume it in a healthier way.
Yeah. You and Drew consume a lot. Caffeine.
Yeah. Honestly, low-key, Janie does too now.
Does she?
Mm-hmm.
I drink the occasional Red Bull. Honestly, most of the time it's when I'm like here.
Mm-hmm.
I have a few at my house, like if I need them, but I really don't drink too many energy drinks. I don't really like them other than Red Bull. Like I've had NOS. I don't really like it. I'm not huge on Rockstar. I don't like Monster. So it's just sort of. And Red Bull makes my teeth feel weird, but it gets the job done, The thing is I'll drink it.
Red Bull makes my teeth feel weird.
I drink it, and then it's like, I know I have a good, 45 minutes of work, and then
you crash.
I'm crashing out, yeah. So
I get it.
It's not, I haven't been too bad.
I know that, or like a lot of people say, like, I know a lot of the energy drinks are kind of acquired tastes.
Yeah, for sure.
I know a lot of people say that. Like, when I first started drinking energy drinks versus what I eventually ended with drinking changed a lot. Like, I very much started with, like, sugar-free, flavored Red Bulls and kind of stuff like that. And then I kind of migrated over to, like, some of the other ones. Like, Monster in particular, I know Monster kind of... People either love it or they hate it, and it kind of turns a lot of people off. It's, like, very intense.
It is.
It's like when you first drink it, you're like, ugh. But, like, as you, build up a tolerance, you kind of like it.
When I was a kid, I drank the Blue Monster a lot, but they don't
really?
sell it anymore.
Like the Blue M?
Yeah.
So the low-carb one?
Yeah.
Really?
But they don't sell it anymore.
I see them around.
Really?
Yeah.
I've only ever seen the green one now. And then, the nasty. I'm not buying a coffee Monster.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
That is crazy. Also...
Shouts to my girlfriend. Insane.
Does she drink that?
She has.
Oh, really?
Before.
That kind of reminds me of when you see hard Mountain Dew. I'm kind of like, ugh.
I know that stuff. Dude, I know if I drink a hard Mountain Dew, I die.
Yeah, my heart, instant heart failure.
I exclusively drink tequila, and if I drank a hard Mountain Dew, I would die.
I wouldn't. I would die.
Yeah, you would just die.
I would cease. But no, it got to the point where, when I first started was, when I, first started college, and it was this is awesome. I have like unlimited energy.
Yeah.
And but I kind of when you get reliant on something and you start abusing it, it becomes like it became no longer like, oh, let me drink this to like
get a boost of energy.
Yeah, get a boost of energy. It was like
to be functioning.
Exactly. Yeah.
Evan.
Bro, and I don't want to like hold that. We'll put a pin in Evan right now for a second because I want to circle back.
I've put a pin in Evan before.
Okay, but I was just gonna say like, I don't know. I think everything in moderation is so important, and it really, really, really matters. And I think that was one of those.
I gotta start taking Mountain Dew in moderation.
It was one of those things where I'm just like, okay, I gotta chill, because I'm not trying. Like it doesn't benefit me anymore, and it's like now I'm just spending money on it for no reason.
So I used to drink when I was a kid, when I was like 12. I used to work on boats, and it would be at like 6, 7 in the morning that I have to get up, and like for most people that's fine. Dude, I cannot function that early. Like, I will stay up. Like, if I get up at 8, I will stay up till 4. Like, that's fine. But if there's just something about, like, I'm very much like, I could get the same amount of work done in, half the time if I started it at midnight than I would if I started at 7. So I used to, like, pound Red Bulls when I was, like, 12. And it did get to the point where it was like, I'm like craving a Red Bull. Like I need it now.
Bro.
It stopped for a while. There was like a good like 4-year period after that where until I got to high school, I didn't really drink them, and even then it was just only if I had a project or something like I needed it. But now it's very much like I'm tired on it. It's Friday and I know my mind's got to be racing for 6 hours when I grab one and get going. But it definitely. There's some things that I should slow down on. I do drink a lot of Mountain Dew. The only thing that I shouldn't be drinking in moderation is water, and that is not the thing that I drink.
That's true.
Like, I drink water, but
it's kind of crazy.
I should crank out some more for sure.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy how, like, if you look at studies, like, just pop in general is so bad for you.
Terrible.
It's so bad
Horrible.
for you.
I'm probably, Mountain Dew, you're probably getting some pancreatic cancer.
Bro, probably.
But it tastes so good.
Yeah. Evan always said that he mentioned this to me like
high fructose corn syrup is the second listed ingredient in Mountain Dew.
Yeah, crazy.
That might have just put me off of it actually. We might finish that bottle
and then that's
call it right there. Yeah.
No. I just remember I had a conversation with my friend and it stuck with me so much. Evan, he said that like he thinks in the future like as we learn more about it, that he thinks that like pop and stuff is going to be like banned, or like they're going to have to heavily modify it because of how unhealthy it is.
You have to think like if you buy like a Fanta is always the best example because of how drastically different it looks. But when you buy orange pop here, if you buy orange pop in like the UK, dude, the regulations it's because they have actual regulations on food.
Exactly.
Like the food quality here in the US, we live in the US if you didn't know that. But the food quality here is not like good. Like the regulations on like that sort of stuff, I'm not saying like we don't make good food, but the regulations on that sort of stuff is terrible.
It's really bad.
And certain, even like we're like real like a lot of regulations got rolled back as well. Like, dude, there's like listeria outbreaks happening like every 3 weeks now. It's insane behavior. Like, it's crazy. It's definitely getting tougher.
It's getting crazy out here.
How much of the stuff that I picked up has high fructose?
Yeah, with that being said, let's get on to our next snack.
This is regular corn syrup. It's not high fructose. Do you want to do the candy?
Yeah. No, let's save it for last because I feel like those are interesting. We were very similar with our choices, just kind of different brands. I went with Cheez-Its. I went specifically, I don't know if you can see with the glare.
Cheddar Jack?
Yeah, I don't know if it'll focus. It's focusing on me. But I went with Cheddar Jack.
I'd be focusing on you too.
Okay, I'm focusing on you.
This is the number one, folks.
Hot and spicy.
You see that green?
Hot and spicy is really good.
That is the
Specifically, that makes me think of you.
Yeah.
Because I always remember when we were younger and we would have sleepovers and we would just play like Yu-Gi-Oh and stuff.
Yeah.
Like
there was always a box.
Yeah, we would always be slamming those. It's really good. It's really good.
When we cleaned the car before we recorded this, I threw a bag of these away that I had like 2 days ago.
Really?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's It's a banger flavor. I went with cheddar.
Here, try one. Tastes good.
We'll add a crunch sound effect in post. But no, you're huffing it. But no, it's yeah. I wanted to go with something a little bit different since I saw you pick it up and I was like, that's kind of what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking about Dowd's Pretzels. Okay, Dowd's Pretzels was like almost $7 at the gas station we went to. That is crazy. You used to be able to buy a steak dinner for a dime.
Every time I go to like the gas station to buy snacks, it costs me $20 now.
It's crazy. It's kind of like at this point with how expensive like the cheap food is, you might as well just ball out and get like more expensive like food that's better for you.
Yeah, that's a lot of my argument when like Kelsey wants to get like Taco Bell or something. It's like we could, but it's going to cost us like $25. So what if we just go to Mexican Village instead?
Yeah.
You know? Or what
and
if
get
I
some.
just go to Meyer or Kroger and just make it myself?
Yeah, and get something better. Yeah.
But there were a couple different options for chips for me personally. Lay's dill pickle, that's up there as well.
I knew you were gonna say that.
They bang, okay? They really do. I like.
Do you like when you go to Sonic and you get the like deep fried pickle? Are they pickled chips? Is that what they're called? What are they called when you just get like deep fried pickles? Is that what they're called?
Pickles,
yeah. Do you like those?
I like when they're chips. I don't like when
they do spears.
Yeah.
I don't like when they do
fry well.
Yeah, I don't like when they do spears. The ratio's off.
Also, it really depends. Fried pickles is one of those big things for me, at least, where it's very dependent on where you get it from. Because some places, it just like don't fry it long enough, so it's super soggy. Mm-hmm. And then it really depends. You know who like for their food being like, it's nice for like the cost, but like their food is generally like a little bit subpar. But Red Robin. Their fried pickles are really good.
Are they?
They're really good.
I actually like Red Robin. I kind of like crummy.
That's what I'm saying. Like I would eat there, but it's not like when you're getting like a over like dressed burger.
Yeah.
You know, like it's always wet.
But
it's a decent price, and the fries are bottomless.
Haven't we gone there before?
Yeah, we went with after we went to Frankenmuth.
That's right.
Another place that does very hit or miss, but when they hit, they're really good, is Texas Roadhouse fried pickles.
Yeah.
The thing is, dude, we used to order them during the shift or whatever. They're so salty. Like, I'm a person who, like, I can't really, like, tell you guys how much food that I intake for, like, an average meal. Like, for instance, when I make salmon, like, I made salmon, like 3 weeks ago, and it was 2 pounds that I just ate by myself. That wasn't like split up throughout the day. That's like I sat down at the table and I ate 2 pounds of salmon along with like the asparagus and whatever else I made with it, right? And I also used to. I've been sort of coming down on it. I used to intake an insane amount of salt. Like, I'd be eating fries at work every day.
Oh, I can
extra
imagine.
Seasoning. I eat a lot of ramen. The sodium count in ramen is insane.
I would say you definitely are like a binge eater.
Yeah.
Because you'll come to my house and you'll be like, man, I've been eating like 3 days, and then you'll eat like so much food.
Yeah. The thing is but there are times too where like, people say that to me, and I'm like, yeah, that is true. So I'll do a thing where I like eat, three square meals just to see if the quantity stays the same. Dude, it's like, all right, we're starting breakfast with 8 eggs.
Yeah.
We're moving on to lunch. I just had 3 roast beef sandwiches with like 4 pickles apiece. And then I'm moving on to dinner where, we made steaks. But yeah, when I eat, I mean, we're sitting down on,
Dude, I remember you came over one time and you drank a whole gallon of cranberry juice.
That used to
That is crazy.
So the thing about me as well is my girlfriend takes forever to drink things. Kelsey takes like if she brings home like a cup from work, like one of those like styrofoam takeout cups, half of it will be gone in 3 hours. If we buy like one of those like gallons of lemonade, or like he just said cranberry juice, I'm putting it down maybe 30 minutes, maybe. And that's like if I have to keep getting up. If it's with me, like when he said that about the cranberry juice, I was just out the bottle.
Yeah, it was out the bottle.
You know?
You brought it too.
Yeah,
it wasn't like you drank mine.
No,
you brought it.
yeah, I brought it.
Which I appreciate.
Yeah, I would never, get into. Most of the time when I'm here, I'm drinking water. That's when I get my intake of water in for the week. But there's a lot of, I just drink things so fast. Like,
and you know what? You're like an ice guy too.
Yeah, a lot of people, it like surprises me that people don't like their drinks cold. I mean, I understand it. For some people, it's just like a sensory thing.
That's how it is for me. Like, I have really sensitive teeth, and if I drink like it can be cold. It's fine if it's cold. I think my main issue is I just don't like ice. Like, if ice touches my teeth, that's what kind of bothers me. So
Really, my mom really likes crushed ice. I like the cubes. I like to, feel something. I like to slide it around my mouth.
he likes to do that to me too.
I don't know. There's just something about it. I don't like drinking things out of a cup when the cup doesn't have ice in it. It's just one of those things.
Ooh, what about this?
I always feel like something's floating in my drink if I'm doing
Do you
that.
like a glass cup, or do you like a can, or a plastic cup, or like a bottle?
Okay.
What's your goat beverage dispenser?
I'll give you actually like the ranking right now. For me, can is at the bottom.
Okay, you think can's at the bottom?
I don't like the way things taste out of a can. 2, cans are pretty nasty. I don't do the thing that your dad does where he washes off the top of the can, but like I should because it's gross. I don't like the way things taste out of a can, and things don't get as cold in the can, I feel like.
Really? Okay. I could see that.
I would put bottle next. I like the bottle. I'm not
like
a fan
plastic or glass?
They're probably both on the same tier for me.
Okay.
Maybe glass is slightly above just because I like the way things taste out of a bottle better than a can, but not a fan of the plastic waste use. I mean, it has to be delivered in something. That's why I'll put glass, a bottle a little bit above it. Now we're talking about cup. For me, glass cup is the peak.
Okay. I could see that.
It gets colder than a plastic cup does. When you put ice in it, like the actual cup itself gets cold, not just the ice. And it, you can always see through it. You can always see if something's floating in your drink, right? It's a good tester. I like plastic cups, mainly only because they're usually bigger than glass cups are.
Okay.
Like the average, like the big plastic cups that I have at my house they're just bigger than the glass cups that I have. Yeah.
Quick aside, really fast. One time I was camping, and we went away to go play like beach volleyball. And when we came back, I had an all black, like opaque metal water bottle that had like a black plastic straw that was also opaque. And anyways, I took a drink and I was like, man, why is my drink not coming out? Like, is there like an ice cube in it or something? And I just remember all of a sudden it went like really fast, and without seeing it, because everything was opaque, so like I couldn't see it, I just went, there's a bee in my mouth right now. I just knew it. Like, it's so strange. I feel like up until then I didn't realize how precise and accurate your like the way that your like tongue and mouth can like feel and detect shape. Like I was like, this is a wasp in my mouth right now. And dude, I dry heaved for like 20 minutes because when I thought about it, I could feel the like minute
details. Did you swallow it?
No, I spit him out.
Oh, was it dead?
He was dead. He drowned in my drink.
Okay.
But thank God, because that could have been bad if he didn't.
I was gonna say
if he stung me, I might chew him. I don't know. It might be the end of it. But anyway, it just yeah. And when I thought about it, I could feel like the minute details of like. I could feel like his head, the thorax.
Yeah, that is something that I find that like we've talked about this very briefly in our other podcast, the one subscriber special, I think. But I find like human sense is very interesting.
Yeah,
and it is really cool how precise like your tongue can be, even without you knowing, and just like I mean. I find it, like, really cool that everyone's, like, taste buds operate differently. Like, you've got refined palates. You've got the guys who are eating ton spicy cheeses and drinking Mountain Dew in the car parked outside the house. Like,
not quite a refined palate.
Yeah, but I do find those things interesting.
Yeah, but I think for me, my list of, like, beverage delivery devices would be way different.
Mine is the bucket hat.
Oh, dude, that one is really good. If that one's on the list, that probably takes a cake. I personally love cans.
Really?
I love cans.
A lot of people do.
I think cans are probably my favorite. But see, you got to think like you like really cold beverages, and I don't in particular. So like a lot of the
beer
things
comes in glass cans.
A lot of things like I like the cans, and then I like probably plastic bottles, then plastic cups, then glass bottles, glass cups.
So glass cups is your bottom?
Maybe. I mean, I like all of them.
That's all you have at your house.
Glass cups. I know.
I don't have any glass cups in my house.
I know. I'm finding that it's kind of more.
They're like merch drop glass cups too.
Yeah, my parents collect them, but the problem is we just throw them in the dishwasher. We wash so heavily. My dad, he has a rule when we do dishes, and he makes us use Dawn dish soap and hand wash it completely first, then put it in the dishwasher.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's wasteful.
It's so crazy. For me, a lot of people do that. That's not just your dad. That's very common, dude. I'm spraying it and I'm putting it in the dishwasher. The dishwasher's job is to wash the dishes. So
exactly. It's kind of why do we even have? Really, why do we have this?
Yeah, because you guys could just dry them off.
Yeah.
And it'd be straight.
But anyhow, because of how heavily we wash it, the decals just rinse off. They just get rinsed, and so a lot of it for the places that we've traveled and everything, they're just gone. Or you can see part of the decal, but you're not really sure. But anyway, right. Yeah, we can move on to the next one.
Onto the candy. Okay, for me, this is a controversial take. Okay, this is not a popular candy by any means. I'd actually argue that other than whatchamacallit,
which are great, by the way,
or
definitely a runner-up,
or $100,000,
also great.
This is probably the lowest tier. This might be the average public's worst candy bar.
Dude, I also thought that. Believe it or not, I was just talking to a bunch of my coworkers. They all loved them.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey,
it was Nick's all-time favorite.
I've got Warriors out here, okay? He's only because he's never seen his brother eat one. Okay. We got the Payday bar, ladies and gentlemen.
Ooh, Payday.
Ooh. And normally I opt for the king size, but the mixture with the Mountain Dew is not really that pleasant.
It's not going to be
peanut butter
good.
Mountain Dew combination is not what the black kid was rapping about.
Crazy, yeah. Crazy. So for me, this is a new obsession of mine, a new thing that I found.
It's got recency bias.
It does have recency bias. This is the Reese's Outrageous bar. This thing is a banger. You had it, didn't you?
Oh, I had the Nutrageous
bar. Okay, yeah. they have one with peanuts in it, and it's called the Nutrageous bar. Reese's, if you're listening to this, let us rename it. Just collectively, it's not going to do good. Let's just rename it.
Yeah, no one's buying the
I'm not going to be caught dead eating a Nutrageous bar. But it's literally just, think like a Reese's peanut butter cup, but they just put Reese's pieces in it. Okay, also, another gripe to pick, really quick. We're being very particular this episode. I hate it when people say Reese's or they say Reese's Pieces. First of all,
what
the hell is a PC? Yeah. It's a piece. And, you don't say Reese's Puffs or, the only context that people say Reese's is when they also say Pieces. And, I think that's feces. That's what I think. So anyway, we can move on from that. But this is a new obsession of mine. It is so good.
So Payday also has a chocolate bar.
It does. I like the chocolate one.
It's okay.
Yeah, don't you not like it?
It's alright, yeah. I'm not, I would never buy it over the standard peanut butter. But I don't think it's bad. I think for me...
Isn't it dark chocolate?
A thing.
Or don't they have a dark chocolate one?
Yeah.
I liked that one.
I like dark chocolate more than regular chocolate.
So do I.
But for me, there's something about it just feels different, and I don't know. But going back to the dishwasher thing, so me and my girlfriend both have this thing where once we get a house and once we live together, I mean we pretty much live together, but once we have our own house, we both are allowed to pick one chore that we'll never do.
Oh.
She will never cut the grass. That's fair.
That is fair.
Refuse to wash dishes by hand. I refuse to do it.
I know you hate doing it.
I cannot stand it. And it's not I'm above it thing. It's my hands always prune so fast. I always get covered in water. I cannot stand washing dishes by hand. I don't mind loading the dishwasher, Why would you? Because the way, if you don't do it the way he does, it takes 5 minutes to load and unload the dishwasher, regardless of how big your dishwasher is.
Mm-hmm.
But that's her bugaboo. I don't think she will ever take out the trash either. But she's like, I'm all for equal rights, but those are man duties.
Okay.
I said I will never wash dishes by hand.
Yeah, me and Brianna have talked about it, and we're lined up with it too. I am the same way, dude. I hate dishes. I despise dishes. Look, I've worked a facility job. I'd rather clean toilets, and I'm not even kidding.
I also agree because
I'm serious.
Job, yeah.
I'm serious.
There's so many things I would rather do than do dishes.
I hate dishes.
I don't have to touch the fucking toilet stuff when I clean it.
You know what I think it is for me about dishes that I don't like? I'm very much like, I like to just do it all and then be done with it. Are you doing some ASMR?
Yeah.
I might have picked up. We can do some shots of it if you want. Did you know some people are really into that?
Yeah, that's crazy. I can't.
Really?
Yeah.
I've heard worse things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But anyway,
hold the mic up to my belly button.
Okay. But anyway, bro, that's crazy.
But anyway, so you and Brie.
Yeah, no, we were talking about like which ones we do. So I hate dishes. She hates laundry. I think my thing with dishes is I don't like. That's what I was gonna say. I don't like how frequently it has to be done. Like, I very much like to just like with laundry. I can do all the laundry and just do it. Like I'll throw it in, whatever.
You have to do dishes every day.
I don't like that. Like once I finish dishes, I get soft locked. I do lunch dishes. I still have to wait for dinner to be made and then eaten for me to be able to do lunch dishes. Yeah. I know that some people will just stack up dishes till the end of the day.
We do that.
Do you?
House, yeah. Like my sink will be full of dishes. But you have to think there's 7 people.
That's true.
In my house, so.
If it were like that, I think I might like it better maybe because it's less about what the actual action and it's just about time.
The timing.
For me.
I don't love laundry. I don't like hate it, and it's pretty easy to do. I don't like folding the laundry after I do it.
Yeah.
The thing is, dude, laundry never stops in my house. It's
yeah.
constant.
It's kind of like that here too.
After we moved too, dude, I don't have room for my clothes. There are like 5 baskets of laundry that I can't put away. I have 2 dressers full, and I know that's like a first world problem. And if you think of, like, if you know me, I wear like the same 6 outfits. Where the fuck do I have all this clothes?
I don't know that.
Kelsey was going through and she was like putting it away and stuff, and she was like,
probably stuff from like 6th grade.
She was like, Brendan, why the fuck do you have so many clothes? And I was like, I don't know. I wear like 8 shirts, and I wear like literally like 3 pairs of pants. Like, everything that's jeans, I only have because I had a facilities job, and they're all covered in paint and they have holes in them.
Yeah, maybe you have a secret life we just don't know about.
I have 2 pairs of the same sweatpants. Like, it doesn't... One of them just has a giant hole in it, so I bought a new one, and it was the exact same pair. Like, I don't know. It's crazy. But
yeah.
Yeah, that... My bugaboo... It's curious that we both have the same bugaboo.
Yeah.
You have to do dishes way more than I do, though.
Well, that's my thing. Yeah. Like, we'll take... I have a cat, and so we do... We'll rotate, where, like, 1 week you take care of Murph. Shout out Murph, my cat.
The goat.
Yeah, he is the goat.
The cat, if you will.
But, like, those weeks are so much better because after dinner, I don't have to do anything.
Yeah.
Like,
there's a time cutoff for me for doing chores. If you don't hit me by, like, 3 in the afternoon, it's not getting done today.
It's done.
And I woke up at 12, so you got, like, a 3-hour window to get what you need in, and then after that, it's like...
It's a very short amount of time.
I'm on to the next, and don't ask me to do anything. You
should have sent me an email. Like,
do not ask me to do anything on Sunday.
Your office hours.
I think what really spurred that dishes thing for me was when I first started working at Texas Roadhouse, I was a busboy. So I just cleaned up dishes and separated them all day. And, dude, I would get home at, like, 9, and my mom would be like, dude, the dishwasher. Mm-hmm. Dude, no. I'm not doing... Like, I just got off, like, a 4-hour shift of only doing dishes. I'm not coming home to do more dishes. Like, you can hit me on a day I don't work, and, whatever. Yeah. I'll be happy to do them. Because, again, we use the dishwasher, so it takes 5 minutes. Bro, I'm not trying to look at another dish. I'm not trying to touch any more wet food.
I hate dishes.
I hate it.
The dishes suck. They definitely suck.
I brought a
little
third, a little bonus. Cause shout out to these have been holding it down since we were kids.
Yeah, great.
Okay. The Gushers specifically for me, it's like this is a terrible packaging, but that the super sour Gushers.
Dude, Gushers are great.
They really get the job done, man. I mean, the only gripe I have with Gushers is my hands are so sticky after I stick my hand inside this bag.
Oh, yeah.
I do a transfer a lot. I'll pour them into like a different container because the actual Gusher itself isn't ever like that, like sticky, but just like the actual bag.
They've been sweating in there.
Yeah, they've been sweating. I mean, shout out to these flavors: blueberry grape, mixed berry, and raspberry lemonade.
Okay.
You know, other than mixed berry, the other two are very like, you know, niche.
Yeah, you don't hear those a lot.
Yeah, and
I do really like.
Look how like. You see how like blurry that is?
Oh yeah, like the print.
Yeah.
It's for when you wear 3D glasses. It makes it 3D.
And look at this. Oh wait, never mind. Corn syrup is the first ingredient.
I mean, what did you really expect?
I mean, there's pear puree in here. They're just really holding it down. These are great. Even if you don't like sour stuff, you know, they got the regular. They're like Skittles. They got like 40 different kinds. They're all good. But I personally, I love the sour stuff. Shouts out to Warheads. I really miss those things.
Yeah.
I haven't had a Warhead in a while.
Really?
We used to pound them when we were kids. Like
I
stick
love,
5 in your mouth.
I love Warheads.
You do one of these?
You eat a whole bag of like sour Skittles and your mouth is like bleeding after.
Yeah. My actual favorite candy, they don't really sell in stores anymore. It's regular sweet tarts.
Oh, really?
Like hard candy, like sweet tarts. Yeah.
I see them every once in a while.
Yeah, they sell like the chewy ones, and I'm just not.
I don't like the
gummy
chewy ones
candies.
either. I'm
not
kind of a
big
sucker for. This is crazy. I'm kind of a sucker for like the candy that's like powdered. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like
Smartie.
the Pixie Sticks. Bro, when I go to Dave & Buster's and I spend all my winnings on Fun Dip, I literally go, I could get an Xbox. I'm like, how much Fun Dip do you guys have? I'm cleaning you guys out.
Pixie Sticks when I were a kid were much more relevant than they are now. People used to like pour them in their drinks.
You know what? I was always jealous of the
original
kids.
Neo.
Did you ever get to do, you know when they have those big dispensers and you get the big plastic tube and you can fill it up with whatever flavors you want?
Yeah.
Did you ever get to do that?
I don't think so.
Dude, I would always see kids doing it and I'd be so jealous. Like, you know, my mom had the wherewithal to be like,
no, you
don't
need
that's
that
going to
much
probably
sugar.
kill you.
Yeah.
Like, don't do that.
You remember the ones where you could like chew them and it would turn to gum?
No, I don't remember that.
They had like powdered things, and you pop it, and you would chew it, and it would turn into like the hardest, like most like clunked together piece of like latex gum ever.
I never heard of that.
If anyone knows what the name of that is, comment it because I don't know what the name of it is.
Yeah, dude, we got to start saying that more. We always wait till like a random point in like the middle. Well, more towards the end.
Yeah. So we're making it natural, you know.
That's true.
It always comes up, just like it's very natural to hit that subscribe button.
It is
right before you watch us. You know, you don't even have to go to like a different page. Like when you click on the video, it has our banner, and you can just press subscribe.
Yeah.
You know.
Do it.
But yeah, dude, sweet tarts.
Sweet tarts are really good.
When I was a kid, I used to go to SAC, which is just like after school, like stuff while you wait for your parents to pick you up.
Sure.
And Latchkey, I think it's called in a lot of a lot of places. And they would just have like packets of sweet tarts, and we used to play checkers on like the rug, like checker mat, you know, and with like the big ass fucking pieces.
Oh, the like hockey puck ones.
And I love checkers, but I used to pound sweet tarts, and dude, when you got a blue one, it was like you hit the lotto. You know? I don't know, I miss them. They're very
So how do you like them like
me.
Delivered? Like, do you like, you know, the sleeves where it's like pink and blue? Like, is that what you're talking about? Or do you like the roll up?
Like the coin roller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those ones are good. Roller. Smarties are another one that's like that are really good.
Smarties is a very also like nostalgic. For me, there's 3 big nostalgic candies from when I was a kid that are sort of, they don't, and I mean there's more of them, but like when I think about like being a kid and like just the experiences that I had, there are 3 candies that could take me back there. Number 1 is sweet tarts. I haven't had one in probably like 2 or 3 years.
Really?
But yeah, they used to sell those sleeves everywhere, like the coin rolls.
Yeah.
And I would just tear them up. Smarties are there because that was like the cheap candy that like all your teachers gave you. Mm-hmm. And then the third one that takes me somewhere is Now and Later.
Oh, Now and Later. Me and Brianna were just talking about that. You know, I love Now and Laters. Do you know what I don't like?
What?
It's kind of like a forgotten sister of Now and Later. It's Good and Plenty. Have you ever had Good and Plenty?
It's like that's like the white and purple box. Right?
Yeah, bro.
I'm not a fan.
That one's terrible. It's like I can tolerate black licorice. Like I don't hate black licorice like how a lot of people do.
I don't hate it.
I don't know what they doing with the Good and Plenties, but they need to just stop.
Yeah, I don't hate it, but I don't like particularly. I would never go out of my way and be like, oh, there's a bowl of black licorice there, let me go grab one.
Yeah.
But for me, Now and Laters, the reason that they're nostalgic to me is, okay.
That's the type of candy you'd randomly find in your desk, and you're like, score.
Pound it. Yeah.
Probably from like 3 years ago.
Yeah. There was a teacher who had like a cup. She used to give out candy to kids. She wasn't my teacher. I don't even remember her name. We used to like swap teachers for certain subjects. Like I'd have to go across the hall for spelling or whatever. I didn't have her for anything.
Was this at your old school?
Yeah, it was at Rogers before I transferred to Burr. And she just had like a giant tub of candy. And I did something for her once, and she just gave me a fuckload. So much that I put them in my locker for like latchkey or for sack, and they thought that I was stealing from the teacher. They were like, "Where'd you get all this candy? Like you're clearly stealing." I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
I was like, I can't remember her name, but she gave it to me, and it was, dude. So for that, it's just like very. I also remember like getting them, and like they were always rock fucking hard.
Yeah. They're supposed to be like chewy like Starburst.
Yeah.
They were never like that.
They were always like, I need to leave this out in the sun.
That
for like
bro was
like I have to put it in the microwave.
Yeah, it would be like cracking like a light stick.
Yeah, and I don't know. There's something about I like them too. Like they're good, but they were always a bitch to eat. And if you have like jagged teeth, like they were stuck everywhere.
You know what's like that for me? You know the colored Tootsie Rolls, the like blue and like
the fruity.
That one takes me back. I
love fruity,
dude, I saw like a container when I was like shopping for candy after Halloween because they mark it down like crazy, like 70% off. And I saw literally like a bag of like vintage like Halloween candy that like I almost jumped at. It was literally like Smarties. It was like all the ones you just listed, basically.
I love fruity too.
And it was is that what they're called?
Yeah.
Fruity type name.
I don't really like a lot of chocolate bars.
I like chocolate bars. I think as when I was a kid, I used to love them. I think as you get older and you just have more candy, I like Snickers.
But now it's just like, I don't know. I'm never really in the mood for chocolate.
I think as you eat more, you realize that like 100% on one of the sweet slider is not always good. Like I think as you get older, candy becomes more of like a moderated thing. You kind of your palate just gets refined, and you just kind of learn. You're like, okay, you know what? Maybe I should.
So for like right before the end of this,
yeah, because we should end it soon.
Where are you at on the sour to sweet?
Like, what do I like more?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm probably smack dab in the middle.
Really?
I love just, dude, candy in general, I'm cooked. Like,
it's over?
Yeah.
You're a sugar fiend?
Dude, I literally am. At work, they gave us little goodie bags. I ate the whole thing in one day. I couldn't stop. Like, I felt like an addict. Like, after I looked over at the pile of wrappers, and I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I just did that.
Hurts.
That was like 2,000 calories of candy.
Mama, how about tummy ache?
See, but that's the thing, though. Even growing up, I never really got, like, stomach aches from eating, like, copious amounts of candy. Like, I was just built to do... My red-hot American blood allows me to do that.
I am definitely... I'm probably, like, somewhere between... Like, I'm probably smack dab in the middle, between the middle and sour.
That's what I would have guessed for you, too.
I'm definitely pushed more towards the sour, probably from my years of eating Smarties and just pounding Warheads. I have noticed my tolerancy for sour is so much worse than it was when I was a kid. To be fair, there was probably like a good 6 years where I didn't even touch candy. Like I just barely ate it. Not because for lack of not wanting it, just because I wasn't finding myself buying it.
Yeah.
My tolerancy for sour, when I was a kid, was so high. I mean, we used to be pounding Warheads and just crazy stuff like that. And now it's dude, if I ate a Warhead, I'd probably be out of commission for an hour and a half. Yeah. I haven't done one, but it's just I don't know, it's just something that I
Did you know they make Warhead drinks?
Yes. That's insane, by the way. If you're buying that's That's terrible.
Me and Sebby bought one.
I know you, bro. That's so bad for you.
It is really bad. It also like it was definitely the sweet flavor. Like it wasn't even really like sour. So, but that's like a lot.
Well, what would you like to leave the old crew with?
Oh, dude, you know what
We should come up with
a name for we should come up with a name for our audience.
A ship name for us.
Our ship name is
Tripper.
It's probably like Brever or like Trendon.
Yeah.
Ugh. Those both sound like people I wouldn't get along with.
Yeah, I do not want to be friends with either one.
We'll have to work.
With the E type beef.
Yeah, we'll have to workshop it. But
if your name is Trevor with the E, don't subscribe.
I think for me, the thing that we can leave it off on is focus on like the small, simple things and getting those right in life because they add up. And like success is a spiral. So if you start building up with small, simple things and you get them right, like you'll grow exponentially and it'll lead to bigger things, kind of domino effects. That's I think.
For me, like all these little snacks that we bought, find a little something for yourself, whether it be every day, whether it be every week. The world's changing. Depending on your view of things, it might not be changing for the better. So find something you can hang your hat on. Maybe hanging your hat on, a payday bar is what you need for the day. Find yourself a nice little a treat. And what I'll leave some things to think about as well as that, but also never ever buy the Warhead drink, okay? And don't ever buy the hot mustard Doritos.
Yeah, don't buy that. And say Reese's Pieces, not Reese's Pieces.
Yeah, if you say Reese's Pieces, someone's gonna crotch kick you one day. Yeah. You don't want that.
Or sweep your leg.
And you better hope I'm not the person there when you say it.
Because he's got good technique.
I do. Trained in the art. But
anyways,
have a great
love you
week,
guys.
Folks.
Peace.